Balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
5-9. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 34 yards. And an Eagle first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Wentz now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to run with Sanders. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? 11. Jim, ready to go.
From the 31, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Watch the pass. Get out.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Here 5-7. 120. Sunday.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
At the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Back. 180. We're good.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the ball. Okay.
Ready, Blue 80. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, 53. 22. Here we go. Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
58. 53 is the mic. 53.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Dude.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Here we go. Go. 56.
Now it's Ryan. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, 59, ready. 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Rabbit. Gun. 53's the mine.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run, Devontae Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Hey, South.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. The throw taken in by Cole. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 53.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's where
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to stay
ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line.
Got a throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 53's Mike.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
53 at the mic.
Five. Ready.
To throw from his end zone. Bryant, and he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. You got to keep pounding away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing his Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
Space.
hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Wait.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I want that. Give me that.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 53 to
Gun.
53 to Mike. Down to lose 1. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike.
To throw is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Here we go. Waiting. 74.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Going on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. It's brought in by Jeffrey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kicker's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Down right around the 25. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
First down, Eagles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Ryan. Jones has it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A big play to start the drive got them in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete. Desmond Trufant.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Running right, here's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win.